Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Pigskin Addicts here, back again with another video. So it's really win or go home for the Chargers now. It's really boils down to that. It's very simple at this point. Now, we've seen New England, they went down to 6-5 after a Thanksgiving night loss to the Minnesota Vikings. So what did this mean for the Chargers? This means that the Chargers have to win. They have to continue to win in order to be in the playoff picture. Before the Thursday night game, before the loss by the Patriots, it was looking like all three AFC East teams, were still squarely in the AFC playoff picture. Now, obviously, that's just through week 10. Still a lot of the season left, but the Chargers have a grand opportunity coming up on Sunday to win this game against Arizona and get back into the playoff picture. If the Chargers are able to do that, if they're able to get back in the playoff picture, I think it's going to energize the team. Now, they have to win. They have to continue to win. When you look at New England's schedule, they do have a few, tough games, perceived tough games right now. So does Cincinnati. And to me, the Jets, even though they're in the playoff picture right now, to me, that is the team that's most likely to fall out. It is, without question, at least in my opinion, the Jets have the most questionable quarterback room in all of the NFL. They are going to Joe Flacco. And when you are a team and you have to go to Joe Flacco, you are not in a good position at quarterback. You're just not in a good position. Joe Flacco is not the guy that anybody should be going to right now at this point. But the Jets, they really have no choice. Their starting quarterback, Zach Wilson, he has not played well all season long, and there's huge question marks there with him, even though he was the second overall pick a couple of years ago. So I think the Jets are most likely to fall out. But regardless of any of the other teams, regardless of what they have to deal with, the Chargers have to continue to win. In order to make this a reality, they have to win, right? That's the only way that this becomes a reality. That's the only way that the playoffs, really come into picture is if the Chargers win. So they have to win at Arizona. Now, it's no secret the Cardinals are not one of the best teams in the league. The Cardinals are reeling, and it really comes down to this game for the Cardinals, right? It really comes down to this game. If the Cardinals lose this game, they go to 8 losses, right? They go to 8 losses with at least three playoff worthy teams left on their schedule. So their season could really take a downturn if they lose this game. So I expect Arizona to come out really aggressive. I expect them to come out with a pretty good game plan against us. I expect them to be aggressive, at least the first quarter. So I think it is really up to the Chargers to weather the storm. The past two games, Chiefs and Niners, the Chargers have done a pretty good job of coming out and starting early. So, I expect a little bit more of that. I don't think the Chargers are going to be, down big early or anything like that. But you are going to have to weather the storm because this is really the last stand, right? This is the last stand for the Cardinals. They have 8 losses on the record in the NFC West, right? They're obviously not going to win the division. And then even the wild card kind of gets murky, right? They're not going to be able to, have a realistic path towards the wild card, right? They're still going to be alive mathematically, but a realistic path towards the wild card is very hard to come by if they get to 8 losses this early in the season. So this this has a lot of implications. Cliff Kingsbury, his job is not safe. Sean Payton, earlier this week, he put it out there that he is still interested in coaching the Chargers. And he also put it out there that he might be interested in coaching the Arizona Cardinals if the Charger job is not available. There is a lot of fodder out there, right? There is a lot of outside noise around the Cardinals. And then on top of it, last Monday night, the Monday Night Football game, actually before the Monday Night Football game, the offensive line coach, he was sent home and fired for groping a woman in Mexico City before the Mexico City Monday Night Football game. So they have some internal stuff that they have to deal with, and they're going to have to really put a lot of that aside if they're going to play well. Now, the Cardinals, they are a talented team. They do have talent. So it's not, that they are not without talent, or it's not like they're lacking in that department. They do have talent. But as far as coaching goes, the offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, it's not the best. But, these players, they are prideful. So I do expect the Cardinals to come out, and I do expect them to start early. And again, if the Chargers weather the storm, I think they'll be fine. So I think what's important for the Chargers here, Kyler Murray is coming back. He is a guy, he obviously presents a lot of problems for you on defense. obviously he's a guy that can move with his legs. But, you know, if guys get open down the field, or if the Chargers are lackadaisical in coverage, or if they're blowing coverages and stuff like that, Kyler can kind of hit you down the field as well too, right? He is not the most purest thrower of the football, but he can throw the football, right? And he has pretty good chemistry with his receivers. The Rondale Moore, obviously Hopkins is back now, so you know, I think that's going to present a problem for the Chargers if they are not able to be disciplined in coverage, right? Obviously, the linebackers have to do a better job of coverage. We've seen that last week in the game. The Chargers, obviously, you know, this is the dead horse that we continue to beat every single week. They have to stop the run. I do think the Cardinals are going to come out, and I think they're going to try the run defense. And if the run defense doesn't hold up, then it is going to be an uphill battle all game long. So the run defense they have to make it just a little harder for the Cardinals. They have to make it just a little harder. The Cardinals will deviate from the run if it's not there early. So if the Chargers are able to stop it early, then I think you can get the Cardinals out of their game plan, right? Have them throwing the ball, you know, rushing the passer. Offensive, they have offensive line issues as well too. So I think Khalil Mack, you know, I think some of the blitzing linebackers are going to be able to get home to Kyler Murray as well too. So the Chargers, they have an opportunity to get right here against a team that is reeling, against a team who really is facing their you know, mortality, you know, as far as the season goes, right? They're going to be dead in the water if they don't win this game. They understand that. So I think the Chargers, they have a very big opportunity to get right here. I think the one thing for the Chargers offensively to really pinpoint is the blitzing that Vance Joseph and the Cardinals defense is going to do. Vance Joseph is known as a very aggressive play caller. He is a very aggressive defensive coordinator. He likes to bring pressure. He likes to bring blitzes. He likes to bring a bunch of guys, you know, from everywhere, right? Linebackers, safeties, corners. They blitz a lot, and they will blitz early and they will blitz often. So I think that's something that the Chargers have to look out for. The one-on-ones are going to be there, right? Now, Mike Williams obviously will not play. He has been ruled out, but you're going to have Keenan Allen. He will be playing. Josh Palmer, he's been looking good the past few games. So I think the Chargers, I think they're going to have enough, right? They're going to have enough as far as the passing game goes. They're going to get one-on-ones. So they're going to have to win their one-on-ones. The offensive line is going to have to communicate. You know, they do a pretty good job against blitzes for the most part. You know, but they're going to be expecting it. So I expect them to step up and do a pretty good job. And Herbert, I think he's going to get rid of the ball. That's what he does. He gets rid of the ball fast. He's not a drop back and just hold the ball guy. He gets through his reads very fast. He gets through his progressions very fast. And he knows that they're going to blitz. He knows they're going to bring pressure. So if he is able to, you know, get in a three-step drop, right, get rid of the ball, the Chargers are going to have one-on-ones. Now, you know, these plays can be very big. There can be some big plays in this game, and I don't think they're going to come necessarily down the field. But if Josh Palmer wins a one-on-one and, you know, whoever is on him is not able to tackle him, right, he can turn a 10-yard gain into 20, 30, whatever. Same thing with Austin Eckler out of the backfield. There is going to be opportunities to have some pretty good chunk plays for the Chargers. So obviously they're going to have to make do with those because the Cardinals are going to offer that. They're going to offer that via their blitzes, and they're going to try to bring pressure, especially if Herbert gets into, you know, sort of a groove in the first half. If Lombardi comes out with a pretty good script for the first quarter, then I think that's when you see the Cardinals really start to bring the house. And then the one-on-ones are going to be there, right? Herbert, obviously, he's a very accurate quarterback, so I trust him in getting the ball to any of the receivers in one-on-one situations. So basically, guys, in conclusion, we can run through all the numbers that we want to. You know, I normally do for some of these videos, right? I normally get to numbers, I get to rankings, you know, total defense, total offense, all of this type of stuff. I don't think any of that matters at this point right now. Right now, it's just about winning, right? I don't care how it comes. I don't care if the Chargers have 10 rushing yards. As long as they put together a win. That's all they have to do, put together a win. And if it comes anyway, I'll take it, right? If it comes by special teams, I'll take it. If it comes by defense, I'll take it. If it comes by Herbert balling for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, I'll take it, right? We as Charger fans, you know, we are beggars, so we cannot be choosers. Whichever way the Chargers win is the way that I'll take it, because they need to win. They have to win in order to put themselves in position to make the playoffs. They are on the outside looking in right now. So if they win and they're able to parlay this into something, you know, a little special going down the stretch, then they're going to be in a much better position than they are now. But the name of the game is winning, right? Stats, they really don't matter. Rankings don't matter. None of that matters. They have to win. They have to continue to win, and you know, they'll be fine. But that's really the name of the game, and that's what I'm going to be talking about going forward, is winning. All the things that affect winning. If it doesn't affect winning, then I'm probably not going to talk about it. I'm probably not going to cover it. But this is all I'm talking about. It's just what affects winning. And, you know, the things that I pointed out right now in this video, those are things, to me, in my opinion, they directly affect winning, right? Directly affect the game, whether you win or lose. So that's really what I'm going to be covering. But again, this is a game that the Chargers have to win. There's no more excuses. There's no more moral victories. None of that stuff is even in the atmosphere, right? It's just about wins and losses now. Talk wins and losses, to me, that's really all I want to hear. So that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate all you guys. Shout out to my old subscribers as well, too. Still appreciate you guys. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit the bell notification as well, too, so YouTube notifies you when I drop a video. And don't forget to hit the like button on the way out as well, too. But that's all I got for this one, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And until next time.